Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today's topic is all about the subtle tricks people use to get what they want from you. These aren't always obvious or malicious, but if you don't know how to spot them, you'll end up being manipulated without even realizing it. Understanding these psychological tactics can help you protect your time, energy, and sense of self. Number 1. They use flattery to lower your guard. Flattery feels good. That's what makes it such a powerful tool for manipulation. People will often compliment you right before asking for a favor or trying to sell you something. And because your brain craves validation, you become more likely to agree, even if it's something you wouldn't normally say yes to. Think about that coworker who suddenly praises your work right before asking you to cover their shift, or the friend who says, "You're always so generous," right before asking to borrow money. Flattery can be genuine, but when it comes right before a request, it's often strategic. Pay attention to the timing, not just the words. Number 2. They use guilt as currency. Some people are masters at using guilt to get what they want. They'll remind you of what they've done for you, or hint that you're being selfish if you say no. It's subtle, like, "After everything I've done for you, I thought you'd be there for me." The goal isn't to make a fair request. It's to make you feel like a bad person if you don't give in. The truth is, real relationships aren't transactional. If someone only brings up past favors to control you, that's not love or loyalty. That's manipulation, disguised as emotional debt. Number 3. They pretend to be incompetent. Ever had someone act like they just don't know how to do something, so you'll do it for them? This tactic is especially common in work environments or relationships. It sounds innocent. "I'm just not good with technology. Can you handle this?" But if it keeps happening, it's not a lack of skill. It's a deliberate choice to avoid responsibility. The more you take over, the more dependent they become, and the more control they gain without lifting a finger. Don't confuse helplessness with laziness, especially when it's being used to shift effort onto you. Number 4. They ask for small favors first. This one's called the foot in the door technique. Someone will ask for a small favor, something so minor you don't even think twice. Then, once you've said yes, they come back with something bigger. Psychologists have studied this, and it works because once we say yes to someone, we want to stay consistent. That tiny favor was just the setup. The real ask comes later, and now you feel obligated to continue helping. It's not about the favor. It's about building a psychological contract you didn't even know you signed. Number 5. They create false urgency. Can you do this right now? It's urgent. Sound familiar? A lot of people use fake urgency to bypass your decision-making process. When something feels urgent, your brain goes into reaction mode instead of thinking critically. You say yes just to make the pressure stop. But if you took a second to step back, you'd realize it's not actually urgent at all. They're just rushing you, so you won't have time to question the request. Whether it's a boss, a salesperson, or even a friend, pressure is a red flag, especially when it's coming out of nowhere. Number 6. They use the scarcity effect. Marketers use this all the time, but people in your life do it too. There's only one spot left. This is your last chance. If you don't say yes now, it's gone forever. Scarcity makes things seem more valuable than they really are. Your brain hates the idea of missing out, so it panics and makes impulsive decisions. But most of the time, the opportunity wasn't that special to begin with. Someone just made it feel rare to make you act faster. Real value doesn't need pressure to prove itself. Number 7. They mirror your behavior to build trust. Mirroring is when someone subtly copies your body language, tone, or word choice. It creates a feeling of connection, like they get you. This isn't always bad. It's a natural social instinct. But some people do it intentionally to build trust fast. It makes you feel comfortable, which makes you open up. And once you open up, they can steer the conversation toward what they want. It's a subtle way of creating emotional leverage. The key is to ask yourself, does this person genuinely understand me, or are they just echoing me? Number 8. They tell half-truths. Manipulators rarely lie outright. Instead, they tell carefully chosen truths that leave out the full picture. They'll mention how they were forced to quit a job, but not the part where they were about to be fired. Or they'll say they ran into financial trouble, but skip over the reckless spending that caused it. The story is technically true. It just leaves out the part that would change your opinion. Always look for what's missing. The details someone avoids often reveal more than the ones they share. Number 9. They make you feel special, then withdraw. This trick is common in dating, but it shows up in friendships and family dynamics too. At first, they shower you with attention. You feel seen, valued, chosen. Then suddenly, they pull back. You don't hear from them. They seem distant. And you start chasing that connection again, wondering what you did wrong. It's a psychological game. By making their affection feel like a reward, they train you to seek their approval. It becomes less about the relationship and more about earning their validation. That's not connection, it's control. Number 10. They play the victim. Some people use victimhood as a shield. Every problem is someone else's fault. Every mistake was out of their control. If you try to hold them accountable, they'll twist it to make you feel cruel or unfair. This tactic makes it nearly impossible to confront them. And the worst part? It works because you care. You don't want to be the bad guy. But there's a big difference between compassion and enabling. If someone is always the victim in every story, you have to ask, what role are they really playing? The most dangerous manipulations aren't the loud ones. They're the quiet ones that hide behind charm, emotion, and good intentions. The people using these tricks might not even realize they're doing it. But once you learn to recognize the patterns, you take your power back. You stop reacting on autopilot, and you start responding with clarity, strength, and choice. Which of these subtle tricks have you experienced the most in your life, and how did you handle it? I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.